Sawadika, thank you for joining us on Newsline. We're broadcasting live on NBT, Radio Thailand FM 88, and on NBT World. It's Thursday, June 4th of 2015, and you're with me, Sandra Han Utsaha. Her Royal Highness Princess Mahajakri Sirinthorn on Wednesday opened an international academic congress on interdisciplinary approaches for research and sustainable development at Impact Forum, Mt. Thong Thani area in Nonthaburi province. The conference is being organized for the first time from June 3rd to 4th by the Interdisciplinary Committee for Research and Development of the Royal Society of Thailand and several government and private sector units in honor of Her Royal Highness Princess Mahajakri Sirinthorn on the occasion of her 5th cycle birthday anniversary on the 2nd of April 2015. In conjunction with the anniversary, the organizers presented to the princess a commemorative coin issued to honor the princess as Ong Pathom Ratana Sahawitya Pandit, or the Great Gem of the Interdisciplinary Studies. Her Royal Highness Princess Mahajakri Sirinthorn is a well-respected scholar who has specialized in various disciplines and still continues to pursue lifelong learning to enhance her knowledge and skills in sustainable integrated development. The Interdisciplinary Committee for Research and Development also has plans to establish an Institute of Interdisciplinary Approach in honor of the princess, whose intelligence has set an example for others to follow suit and has led to numerous successful community development activities beneficial to the country. The Government Public Relations Department, or PRD, yesterday played host to the Princess Mahajakri Sirinthorn Congress under the theme of Interdisciplinary Approaches to Sustainable Research and Development. PRD Director General Apinanjan Tharangsi also took part in this Congress, and here is what he has to say.
ในการจัดกิจกรรมคราวนี้นะครับถือว่าเป็นกิจกรรมที่มีความสำคัญยิ่งนะครับชื่อว่ามหาจักรีสิรินธรคอนเกรสนะครับซึ่งถือว่าเป็นการประชุมสหวิชาการเพื่อสร้างความรู้ความเข้าใจต่างๆในการพัฒนาทางการศึกษาทางด้านการสาธารณสุขนะครับในอันที่จะนำประโยชน์จากการศึกษาเนี่ยมาเป็นประโยชน์ต่อพี่น้องประชาชนครับโดยมีองค์สมเด็จพระเทพรัตนราชสุดาสยามบรมราชกุมารีเป็นประธานเป็นองค์ประธานในการประชุมด้วยครับกรมประชาสัมพันธ์เรามีความภาคภูมิใจอย่างยิ่งครับที่เราได้มีโอกาสสนับสนุนการจัดการประชุมครั้งนี้นะครับเราได้เผยแพร่ประชาสัมพันธ์การจัดการประชุมกิจกรรมของโครงการนี้อย่างต่อเนื่องนะครับและโดยเฉพาะอย่างยิ่งวันนี้เราก็มีการถ่ายทอดสดงานในวันนี้ด้วย
Welcome to today's segment of Thailand Moves Forward. The Prime Minister has assured that the government will be doing everything that the people should wish for. General Prayut Chan-o-cha, the Prime Minister and the Chief of the National Council for Peace and Order, told the meeting he had with heads of all ministerial offices that the current government has always been doing its job in such a way that the public would have wanted. Among some of the policies the government has implemented is the control of goods prices through the reduction of manufacturing costs of general businesses. For large-sized businesses, the Prime Minister said that there have been pushes of measures which are in line with the Special Economic Zone policy and the plan to help Thailand get ready for the ASEAN Economic Community integration and for fierce competition in the world market. The Premier has also instructed all ministries to strategize more plans to accelerate the implementation of future policies while solving all problems Thailand has experienced before May 22nd of last year. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs has hailed the recent meeting over irregular migration in the Indian Ocean as a success, despite admitting that more comprehensive measures to address the migration problem would only be produced at a future meeting. Norachit Singhaseni, Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, explained that the May 29th meeting hosted by Thailand in its capacity as a transit country was successful in bringing together relevant countries and international organizations to address the irregular migration issue. The meeting also prompted awareness of the issue and prompted an increase in sea patrols for the assistance of migrants and victims of human trafficking. Mr. Norachit noted, however, that the aforementioned measures were not comprehensive solutions. More complete solutions are expected to be yielded at a meeting of senior officials and ministers at the end of the year and at an upcoming ministerial-level meeting of ASEAN member countries over transnational crime. In the meantime, Malaysia has proposed a leaders-level meeting between Thai, Malaysian, Indonesian, and Myanmar officials over the irregular migration problem, and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs is awaiting future details on this proposed meeting. Thailand has been seeking urgent solutions to handle the thousands of migrants that remain afloat in the Indian Ocean, including those who have been trafficked and enslaved. NBT World Correspondent Kun Niranutra Jakwanit got the chance to visit the operations center that is trying to help illegal migrants based in Phuket and brings us this important story.
His Thai Majesty ship Ang Thong is the name of a floating platform equipped with medical equipment as well as medically trained staff on board who are ready to provide necessary humanitarian assistance. The ship is now serving as a temporary medical and processing center for migrants found adrift at sea.
Currently, I'm standing on His Thai Majesty ship Ang Thong, which is now serving as a floating platform providing assistance and humanitarian aid to illegal migrants found in the Indian Ocean.
Royal Thai Navy's 3rd Naval Area Command Chief of Staff Rear Admiral Somchai Nabangchang said that the government has set up an offshore operation base called the Operation Center for Patrol and Human Assistance for Irregular Migrants in the Indian Ocean. The center is headed by the Royal Thai Armed Forces based at Phuket's deep sea port and covers an area that extends about 30 nautical miles west of Similan Islands.
The ship we are standing on is HTMS Ang Thong, a floating platform situated between Similan and Surin Islands. The HTMS Saibury is another patrolling ship that is located in the Indian Ocean. These ships are in spots where the migrants typically have been passing by in their search for a place to land.
Food, fuel, and medical help will be given to the migrants as needed to enable them to continue their journey to their planned destinations. The operations have already begun and will run until monsoon season comes. The armed forces set up the center to tackle Rohingya situation, and the army has been designated to conduct patrol and check all entries by illegal migrants before sending them to their final destinations. I'm Niranutra Jakwanit reporting.
For that report, and the Royal Thai Navy and the Ministry of Transport have signed a collaboration agreement to develop Utapao Airport into the 3rd commercial airport serving the capital city. Minister of Transport Pajin Tantong and Navy Commander-in-Chief Kraisan Jansuwanit signed an agreement on the development of Utapao Airport in preparation for increased air transport activities in the future. Full commercial service is expected to be available at Utapao Airport by the year 2017. Under the agreement, the first phase of improvements to the airport will involve a renovation of the existing passenger terminal and the construction of a new terminal. Supporting infrastructures at the airport will also be improved to allow the airport to accommodate 3 million passengers per year. Highway number 331 will be expanded to encompass 4 traffic lanes, and a motorway will be constructed to link Pattaya, Maptaput, and Utapao Airport. The new motorway will link up to the existing motorway number 7 to facilitate road traffic between Don Mueang, Suvarnabhumi, and Utapao airports. The second phase of the development, spanning the years of 2018 to 2020, would see passenger capacity expand to 5 million persons per year and an increase in commercial activities. The Subcommittee on Marketing and Public Relations for Special Economic Zone, chaired by Commerce Minister Chachai Sarikanya, held its first meeting to outline action plans to motivate both Thai and foreign investors to invest in the 5 Special Economic Zones, or SEZs. In the aspect of marketing, the meeting agreed that roadshows will be conducted whenever international conferences or leader summits are held in Thailand, as well as when the Thai Prime Minister and ministers visit other countries. Special booths to promote investment in SEZs will also be set up at international trade shows, joined by Thai exhibitors. Moreover, the subcommittee plans to hold seminars on SEZ development targeting Thai and overseas investors and relevant sectors, including foreign ambassadors and international press working in Thailand. For the public relations or PR strategy, the meeting agreed to use a variety of media platforms to attract more investors, and these include TV, radio, print, websites, social media, and billboards around locations of the SEZs, as well as investor guidebook. All messages should be written in Thai and in English. Moreover, a one-stop service or OSS center will be set up at Jamjuri Square in Bangkok to be officially opened by the Prime Minister on the 25th of June 2015. Deputy Government Spokesperson Major General Sansan Kyakamnod has affirmed the government is serious about prosecuting vendors of overpriced lottery tickets while urging consumers to boycott such violators. Ahead of the next lottery drawing on June 16th, Major General Sansan stated that based on initial surveys, all vendors have so far been found to abide by the new lottery price structure. He elaborated that after the original price of lottery tickets was reduced, the fixed retail price of 80 baht per ticket has been deemed suitable, as vendors can now enjoy a higher profit of 9 baht and 60 satang per ticket, as opposed to 5 baht and 60 satang previously. Major General Sansan added that teams of officials are being sent out to conduct random inspections. If any retailers set their price above 80 baht, he insisted that they would be considered as taking advantage of consumers and would be subject to legal punishment. They would also be asked to implicate middlemen who sold them the expensive tickets in the first place. The deputy government spokesperson suggested consumers protect their rights by purchasing lottery tickets only from vendors who comply with the price regulation. They are also urged to refrain from supporting those who overprice their tickets and to report them to the police. The meeting between the 3 main reform bodies will focus on the progress of the government's work, not the constitution drafting process. National Legislative Assembly, or NLA, First Vice President Surachai Liengbunlechai has revealed that the meeting between the NLA, the National Reform Council, or NRC, and the Cabinet is meant to create mutual understanding in each body's role in the country's reform process. The press has also been invited to observe the meeting, while the format is in the form of a seminar discussing the government's achievements since assuming power a year ago. The meeting will not discuss the constitution drafting process. Mr. Surachai also revealed that the Cabinet has yet to send an amendment proposal to extend the amendment period of the second draft of the Constitution from 60 days to 90 days. However, once the proposals have been submitted, the NLA will be able to pass the amendment within 15 days. And that's the end of today's edition of Thailand Moves Forward. It's time for a quick break, but first here's a look at the exchange rates and the commodity prices.
A strong nation, Thailand is promoting 12 core values for the good of the people. The 10th core value: applying His Majesty the King's sufficiency economy, saving money for a time of need, being moderate with surplus for sharing or expansion of business.
Physical connectivity, institutional connectivity, and people-to-people connectivity. The power to turn this region into a strong community. Witness the interconnectivity between the 10 Southeast Asian countries in ASEAN Connect via these channels.
How could you do that to me? Stop it! Don't you get it? I don't need you anymore. Enough. We're through. There's someone else in my life.
Say no to the past. Bring your own bag. Say no to plastic.
Swadee krab, this is Thailand at large.
The show which is about to take you to the new experiences with the exciting stories.
With charming fascination. With a touch of Thainess.
Let's join us on NBT World.
Explore with us and you'll know and love Thailand even more than before.
Welcome back to Newsline. Thailand has hosted a meeting of ASEAN military medicine specialists to facilitate exchange of knowledge and know-how in joint disaster management. Supreme Commander Warapong Sanganet inaugurated the meeting at the ASEAN Center of Military Medicine of the Royal Thai Armed Forces Headquarters. The meeting was participated by representatives from the Army, Navy, Air Force, the Royal Thai Police, military attachés from 7 countries, and representatives from other agencies. According to the Supreme Commander, the meeting would facilitate exchanges between military medicine units for the purpose of enabling more efficient joint operations. Speaking on the topic of future direction of the ASEAN Center of Military Medicine, General Warapong said systematic collaboration is needed at the regional and global levels to tackle situations arising from the rapid changes in the environment and degradation of natural resources. He said that therefore the ASEAN Center of Military Medicine was established as a key mechanism in driving regional cooperation in military medicine, especially in times of natural disasters. The center also has a coordinating role with various organizations within the ASEAN region. And now for news from elsewhere in the world, dozens of people broke through a police cordon on Wednesday as they marched towards the site of a sunken cruise ship in the Yangtze River to demand news of missing relatives. Rescuers searched for more than 400 missing people, many of them elderly, but hopes were fading of finding more survivors from the worst shipping disaster in modern Chinese history. Only 14 people, including the ship's captain, have been found alive since the ship capsized in a tornado on Monday night, with 456 people on board. Just 29 bodies have been recovered. Frustrated by the scarcity of information coming from local authorities, about 80 families hired a bus to take them from Nanjing to Jianli County in Hubei, which is an 8-hour journey. They started walking towards the rescue site late on Wednesday night. The protesters later broke through a cordon of 20 to 25 paramilitary police who had tried to prevent them from going through a roadblock. Greek Prime Minister Alexis Tsipras arrived at the European Commission on Wednesday night for a new round of talks about his country's debt. Speaking a few hours before the meeting, the Commission said it did not expect a deal immediately after the meeting. EU Commission President Jean-Claude Juncker invited Tsipras to discuss the state of play in the negotiations between Greece and its international partners, a Commission spokesman said earlier on Wednesday. Eurogroup President Jeroen Dijsselbloem arrived at the Commission shortly before Tsipras. Representatives from the European Central Bank, or ECB, and the International Monetary Fund, or IMF, were also set to take part in the meeting. Greece's international creditors signaled on Wednesday they were ready to compromise to avert a default, even as a defiant Athens warned it might skip an IMF loan repayment due this week. Tsipras agreed in a telephone call with German Chancellor Angela Merkel and French President François Hollande on the need for an immediate solution to the long-running debt negotiations involving a lower primary budget surplus target for Greece, a Greek official said. It was their third call in a week. And that's all we have for you in this edition of Newsline. For any comments or suggestions, please feel free to email them to us at newsline.nbt@gmail.com. You can also follow us on our Facebook page by simply typing in NNT, and do check out our website at thainews.prd.go.th/newsing. We're saying goodbye for today with some footage of 7 adorable cheetah cubs that were recently born in a German zoo. Have a great day today. I'm Sandra Hanut Sahat for Newsline. Swadika.